Greetings, friends. Up until now, each of us in the world, me, you, Elon Musk, and the grocer in your neighborhood, came into the world through a single, primitive method, spending 9 months imprisoned inside a dark, wet, biological box of chance. Natural childbirth. Sounds so romantic, doesn't it? Yet, it's one of the most painful, risky, and unproductive legacies evolution has left us. But what if I told you this? Very soon, we won't need a woman's body anymore. Babies will grow in transparent plastic bags with Wi-Fi connectivity, temperature control, and nutritional values optimized in real time. You'll be able to monitor your baby's daily protein intake on your smartphone while sipping your coffee. Welcome. We're entering that strange future where natural childbirth will be considered a sign of poverty, and biological motherhood will become a nostalgic hobby. Today, we'll talk about ectogenesis and designer babies. If you're ready, humanity's last natural bastion is about to fall. I can almost hear you saying nonsense right now, but we're talking science, not science fiction. In 2017, researchers at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia managed to grow lamb fetuses inside a biobag. Those lambs opened their eyes, grew fur, and clung to life inside those transparent bags. Why are we doing this? To save premature babies? The official explanation is yes, but we all know that once technology opens the door, it goes all the way in. Ectogenesis, development outside the body, bypasses the uterine wall. No more pregnancy toxemia, no more back pain, no more labor pains. Just a life support unit plugged into an outlet. Scientifically, all that's needed for a fetus to grow is the right temperature, a sterile environment, and nutrients delivered through umbilical cord simulation. Is it that simple? Yes, technically, raising a baby is no more complicated than an advanced aquarium system. I expanded these sections to form the main body of the 15-minute video, with a depth that will both rivet the viewer to their seat and drive them crazy. Now, let's get to that famous question. How would you have your baby? Nobody says, "May God grant them a healthy body" anymore, because luck is now the consolation of the poor. CRISPR-Cas9 technology works like biology's Ctrl+F feature. Find the defective gene, delete it, and paste a sparkling new one in its place. But this won't be limited to just preventing diseases. Where capitalism exists, there is no such thing as enough, only better. Imagine, you're in front of a baby design interface. Standard package. Hereditary diseases are eliminated. Your insurance covers this. Premium package. Plus 20 IQ points, 30% more muscle mass, and the ability to perform at full capacity with only 4 hours of sleep per day. A favorite of the corporate world. Limitless edition. Genes of artistic genius. Telomere extenders that slow aging, and, this is crucial, genes for social conformity or obedience. Choosing your baby's hair color may seem like innocent fun, but we are laying the foundations of a genetic caste system. The child of the wealthy will be born a demigod, while the child of the poor will be seen as merely a biological anomaly alongside those superior people. In the future, job interviewers will look at your gene sequence, not your CV. Sorry, your dopamine receptors are prone to concentration problems. We are looking for a more stable model. What if your child's license expires? What will happen if the company that performs the genetic modifications owns the patents for these genes? When your child's DNA becomes the intellectual property of a company, will you be a parent or an end user of a tech giant? Now, let's delve a little deeper. Humans have existed within a rhythm for 200,000 years, their mother's heartbeat. That rhythm was the factory of our feelings of security, love, and belonging. But how will that soul be shaped when you put a baby in that plastic bag, with only the beeping of devices and the buzzing of cooling fans in the background? In philosophy, we call this biological alienation, when the womb becomes a production facility instead of a home, The sacred bond is emptied. Birthday or production date. In the future, children will be delivered from the factory, not from their mother's wombs. Perhaps you'll be waiting with a tracking number, parenting, or customer relations. When a child cries, instead of asking, "What's wrong?" we'll ask, "Is there a bug in the software?" Natural childbirth is one of the biggest blows nature has dealt us. It's bloody, risky, dramatic. But it's our emergence from that chaos that makes us human. Artificial wombs eliminate this chaos and replace it with sterile perfection. But perfection kills empathy. How will a generation produced on order in a laboratory, without suffering or taking any risks, look at the old model humans who suffer, age, and die? Perhaps the greatest side effect of artificial wombs will not be the physical health of the baby, but the destruction of humanity's collective conscience. We are evolving from a living being that kicks and announces, "I'm here," in its mother's womb, to a product silently waiting inside a plastic package. And the most painful part is that we call this progress. In conclusion, are artificial wombs the ultimate freedom that frees women from a biological burden, or the ultimate catastrophe that turns humanity into a mass-produced commodity? Perhaps 100 years from now, your current natural state as you watch this video will seem disgusting or primitive to people. They will say, "How can you really grow inside a living being?" Which do you think is more terrifying? A sickly but natural birth, or a perfect but ordered baby emerging from a plastic bag? You can argue in the comments because you may not have time for that in the future. You'll probably be waiting for your new update to load. Fear the future, but keep watching it. I'm Blue Glass. See you in the next dystopia.